Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is another video in the series of rules to deal with narcissistic people, and this is rule 9. Your actions speak louder than your words. However, when around a narcissistic person, you want to keep both to yourself. When around a narcissist, you want to hide your genuine intentions from them, because when you explain anything to them, they're going to twist it and turn it to their advantage. You don't want to disclose any information to a narcissist about your thoughts, feelings, opinions, your ideas, because a narcissist is going to extract these from you and then at some point use them all against you. It's very difficult to control our tongue when people are trying to claim we have feelings we don't have, or accuse of us having intentions that we don't have. However, when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, your best response, your best line of defense is no response, no defense. Leave them to it. Because as soon as you get into that conversation with them, they're going to draw you into non-productive arguments, leaving you feeling angry, leaving you feeling frustrated, leaving you open to more attacks from them, because you've usually fed them information that they are at some point going to use against you. When it comes to dealing with a narcissistic person, you need to guard your attention, and that less is more approach. The less information you give them, the more chance you've got of protecting who you are as a person. When it comes to dealing with a narcissistic person, you have got to watch their words, guard your attention around their words, because their words rarely to never match their intentions. Their actions rarely to never match their words. The more things you explain to a narcissist about yourself, the more they're going to take that to mirror you, to future fake with you, to sell you something you'd like in your future to get their needs met in the present. The more you talk to a narcissist, the more they're going to use what you tell them to seduce you, to influence you into believing and trusting within them, to love bomb you, to gain your admiration, to gain your trust. And on the flip side of that, the more information you give to a narcissist, the more they're going to use that information to coercively control you, to put that fear into you. The more you tell them the things you care about the most, the more they know they can use these things against you, as these are the things you're going to most passionately defend. The more you tell them the hobbies you enjoy, the more they're going to go all out to sabotage these and take them away from you. The more information you feed a narcissist about yourself, the more they're going to use that information against you to either seduce you or to coercively control you. With a narcissist word, they're going to lie about what they want. They're going to lie about their intentions to distract you from what they're actually doing to you. They're going to come at you with that false sincerity so that you believe you can trust within them. A narcissist will happily play vulnerable so that you can show them compassion, so that you feel bad for them, so that you feel sorry for them, so that you go all out to try and help them out, to hide the fact that they are using vulnerabilities that perhaps aren't even their own, perhaps the vulnerabilities they did to other people. They are using these to exploit your kindness, to exploit your compassion, to exploit your willingness to help other people. However, more often than not, it's precisely what a narcissist did to another person, yet they do it, they sell it to you in a format where you're going to dislike the other person because you believe the other person did it to the narcissist. The narcissist's words rarely to never match their true intentions, their true actions. It's just their words come before their actions. So we're led into believing within them, and then their actions fool us later on. Watch your own words around a narcissist. Do not disclose personal information to them. You might have already done so when you didn't realise who they were or what they were doing. However, there's always a fresh day to start a new approach, to start a new way. So guard your attention around a narcissistic person, because when you stop openly giving them information, they're going to go through many manipulative games to try and encourage you to disclose information to them. Guard your intentions, because the more you explain to them, the more they're going to use those explanations against you. Never reveal your intentions to a narcissistic person. Do not explain anything in detail. Do not demonstrate anything in detail to a narcissist. Explain to yourself. Demonstrate to yourself. Do not give a narcissist that information about you. Do not demonstrate to a narcissist how capable you are of doing something. They are incredibly envious people, and if they see you doing well for yourself, they're either going to come back for the hoover to take that from you, or find a way to sabotage it for you. When a narcissist does not know what you're doing, they can't prepare their defense. They can't stop you, they can't sabotage you, because they do not know what you're up to. Don't tell a narcissist your thoughts, feelings or opinions, because they're going to use these against you. They're going to tell you that you're overthinking. They're going to tell you that you're incapable. They're going to tell you that you're being too sensitive. They're going to go all out to manipulate your emotions to best serve themselves. You tell a narcissist something personal about yourself, they're either going to deliberately disclose this information to other people, or they're going to threaten to disclose this information to other people to coercively control you into not doing something, or into agreeing to do something for them that you don't want to do. Do not disclose personal information to a narcissistic person. If you already have done, you've got to let that bit go. You've got to become at one with your vulnerabilities, your insecurities, the information you've already provided them, and you've got to be open to your own weaknesses and your own vulnerabilities so that they can't use them against you, and in future don't disclose anything to them. A narcissist is going to go all out to invalidate your thoughts, feelings and opinions, go all out to prove that you're in the wrong, so that you question yourself, so that you doubt yourself, so that you blame yourself, so that they never have any consequences to their actions, and they can control how you think and how you feel by subtly planting those seeds of doubt within your mind. If a narcissist knows your plans, they're going to go all out to sabotage these plans, often by changing plans on you. If they know you've got something planned that they don't want you to do, they're going to put as many obstacles in the way as possible to sabotage your plans for you. If they don't know what you're doing, they cannot sabotage these for you. Or if they believe you're doing something else on a different day, they're going to try and sabotage that day and not the actual day, because they don't know when the actual day actually is. Guard your words around narcissistic people. Do not give them the information for them to use against you. Narcissists are incredibly envious people, so they will go all out to ruin occasions for other people. If they don't know about these occasions, they can't ruin these occasions. If you share a child together, and we can be stubborn, we can dig our own heels in, we can want to celebrate our child's birthday on our child's birthday, and a narcissist will know this and use this against you. Shift it to a different day, not the actual birthday, but the celebrations. Shift it to a completely different day if you're separated, and celebrate the child's birthday on that day. The child has a win-win. Their birthday isn't over in one day, and the narcissist cannot ruin it. the same as your own birthday. A narcissist will go all out to ruin your birthday. Treat yourself and treat yourself to doing something on a day that's not your birthday, so preferably after. So when they go all out to sabotage it for you, you can focus on the thing you're going to do in a couple of days that the narcissistic parent, your narcissistic friend, your narcissistic sibling knows absolutely nothing about. Because if you make arrangements with a narcissist, they're going to go all out to break these arrangements on you. And they'll find a way to blame you. If you're going somewhere, a narcissist will lose things or hide things on purpose to stop you. If they don't know you're going somewhere, they're not going to have the ability to recognise they need to hide your car keys before you leave because they don't recognise you're going. Yes, it can seem manipulative. However, when it comes to dealing with a narcissist, it's not to manipulate them, it's to protect yourself from their manipulation. If a narcissist knows you have plans, they might go all out to create an argument to put you in a mood before you go. When it comes to these kinds of things, then they're not for longer term. They're temporary measures to put in place around a narcissistic parent, or until you can safely get away from a narcissistic partner, a narcissistic friend in a friendship group, where you would lose genuine friends if you were to separate from the narcissistic friend because the narcissistic friend is seducing or coercively controlling the other friends within that group who are genuine people. Or you might have to co-parent with them. So this is temporary, limited contact and temporary, and avoiding giving them any information about yourself. Narcissists would draw you into those non-productive arguments because then they feel like they're important. They feel like you care. They feel like you're giving them your time, which in one sense you are. So by not arguing back, you are showing by your actions you're not interested in their words. However they want to interpret this within their own mind is on them. When it comes to you, you've got to recognise that you do not want to be drawn into non-productive arguments with them. Leave them to it and focus on the things you can do within your life. Not explaining to a narcissist proves to yourself that you are no longer willing to give them the information about yourself to them that they will use against you. However, a narcissist wants to read your inability to communicate or explain or defend yourself to them is on the narcissist. If they want to accuse you of being selfish, stubborn, awkward, that is on them. They can think whatever they want about you. You need to prove to yourself by your actions that you are no longer willing to explain to those people who are going to use your explanations against you. Instead, you're going to explain to yourself why you need to calmly walk away from them and prove to yourself that what they're saying about you isn't true. No longer waste your time. Once you've stated your point once, leave them to it. If you're dealing with court situations, you might need to state your point more than once. Stick to limited words, limited communication. Stick to the original point to prove how they are not willing to answer your question. A narcissist rarely to never will answer your questions, yet they will demand you answer theirs. And often you can get them to show this through messages. You can ask them something and they'll go all around their houses to avoid answering that question. They can ask you something and you can give them the answer. And if it's not the answer they're looking for, they're going to ask you again and again and again. And if you keep giving them the answer, if it's not what they want to hear, they're not going to accept it. So they're going to keep pushing for the answer they want. Keep giving them the answer you're willing to give. Be boring when dealing with narcissistic people. Be boring as you can. So if you've got a family event and you're going to be dealing with a narcissist and you don't want to seem rude, talk about whatever interests the narcissist is disinterested in. Anything the narcissist finds really, really boring. Discuss that. go overboard with that. So if they're not interested in cars, talk about cars as much as you absolutely can. If they're not interested in gardens, talk about gardens. If they're not interested in flowers, talk about flowers. If they're not interested in a TV series, go on and on and on about a TV series. Be as boring to them as you can so they're no longer interested within you. Do not let a narcissist know your intentions, because then they cannot prepare their defences to attack you. Become unpredictable to them, so they don't know what they're going to get from you. Stop being open with them. Keep a blank expression when talking to them. A narcissist is going to go all out to mislead you with promises of changed behaviour. Mislead them by changing your behaviour around them, by no longer giving them the information, by keeping yourself to yourself when it comes to dealing with a narcissistic person. When it comes to dealing with a narcissist, your actions speak louder than your words. So no longer playing their games shows that you're no longer interested in their games. And if they want to up these games, you have got to stand your ground. You've got to guard your attention. You've got to be careful around a narcissistic person. Always be careful around those who lack empathy. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. If you are looking for further help and understanding in overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, this channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, then please do subscribe. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.